And welcome back to Let's Play Nerds. Nerds both a 3. Why did pause just then? Is that a loading issue? Inquisition. Dragon Age Inquisition. You didn't expect this. Unless you're subscribed. Then you expected it. Because it's been a consistent weekly schedule. Alright, so we last we left off, let's see how well I remember. We fought a flamboyant assassin at a banquet, and I don't know if flamboyant's the right word. Her assassin outfit was very flashy for being an assassin outfit. Just saying. And then I spent some time talking to more of my team. So now, yeah, again, every time I pass that spot, it just freezes. All right. So, yep. That's weird. All right. So now I'm going to go and talk to more of my team. Ooh, is exclamation mark. That means side quest.
You asked for my opinion, and I've given it. Why would you expect it to change?
I expect you to keep your word. It's relentless. I can't...
You give yourself too little credit.
If I'm unable to fulfill what vows I kept, then nothing good has come of this. Would you rather save face than admit...
Am I interrupting?
We will speak of this later.
And
Yeah, I
people say
interrupted.
I'm stubborn. This is ridiculous.
I mean, people do.
Cullen told you that he's no longer taking lyrium.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yes. He trusted your judgment on the matter.
He was not interested in my judgment today. Cullen has asked that I recommend a replacement for him. I refused. It's not necessary. Besides, it would destroy him. He's come so far.
Is there anything we can do to change his mind?
If anyone could, it's you. Mages have made their suffering known, but Templars never have. They are bound to the Order, mind and soul, with someone always holding their lyrium leash. Cullen has a chance to break that leash, to prove to himself, and anyone who would follow suit, that it's possible. He can do this. I knew that when we met in Kirkwall. Talk to him. Decide if now is the time.
Alright, let's go to the tavern. Talk to Cole. Get confused by Sarah.
You know I've got no problem with Orlesians, but Halam Sharal was a mess. At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
You know when you start saying, you know I don't have a problem with blank, usually means you have a problem with blank.
The politicking we saw at Halam Shiral might seem pointless, but it's the beating heart of the Empire. The winner of the game is the one who best builds alliances.
Why is everyone referring to
What's
politics as a
discussed and what's
game in this
decided.
game? It's not a game, because this is a game.
Instead of rewarding the
Not the
ability
politics
to get
part of it.
stuff done.
Oh, speaking of the game.
I don't know. The Qun isn't perfect, but it doesn't care what any single person wants. Orlais is full of people who care about nothing else.
Enchanter, come to me. Enchanter, come to see. Can you come to see? As you once were blind in the light, now you are in history will not repeat.
He looks like he could slit a throat.
Oh, there's a exclamation point over here.
Come to me. Enchanter, come to see. Can you come to see? As you once were
Is he here or is it above us?
blind in the light, now you can sing. In our strength we can rely, and history will not repeat.
I do like the acapella
Has come
in this
to
that's cool.
in the circle of Magi, where we will
Something like that.
with our brothers. Enchanters remind.
Right. That's
Wait, so where's this exclamation point pointing me?
Well, let me know if you find one.
Hello? Sarah?
One for the Empress. For Gaspard. Briala. The Duchess.
Are you
And Coryphothus.
shooting a
Right in the
crossbow in
dangle
there?
bag.
Well, remind me to stay on your good side.
Don't
worry,
open the
you're
door!
sparkling compared to that lot. A cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right? So long as there's a book for the throne. A skinny elven puppet arse at that. Wonder how long before she forgets her poor elves. Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the doors.
I don't like that we agree on something.
We decided the course of a nation. I think it was worthwhile.
Right, Orlais will never be the same. Except for everything they say and do. Ugh, you know the most important thing I got out of all of that mess? The one thing. Don't sleep with empresses. That's what that was all about. That, and Briala being an idiot. The whole thing would have gone different if that little piss-up wasn't in the middle.
There was a lot more going on than a lover's spat.
Oh, sure.
There was.
Because of the hole in the sky, pfft, plenty of idiots around before, and there'll be
Was
plenty
it
of
about
idiots
that?
around after.
I don't think it
Better
was
save
about
some
that.
arrows, yeah?
Yeah, so if she's just firing at the door, opening the door, not the right thing to do.
It's just what I
Definitely not. I should have like said something first and been like, "Hey, by the way, I'm gonna open the door real quick. Please stop."
Sir Lordy Bloomers.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
Yep. Where is this exclamation mark sending me?
Very well.
Yes, sir.
Everyone's standing on chairs
Commander
these
Cullen
days.
did good work at Adamant. Breached those walls like he'd done it a dozen times. Nice job with the demons, by the way.
Thank you.
Iron Bull said the charges were at my disposal. Do you have any suggestions on how to use them?
I suspect Haven's quiet by now. Might be worth sending the boys back. We could recover some supplies, get an idea about the enemy's strength. We could even pick up any stragglers who haven't found Skyhold yet.
We'll talk later.
I didn't understand the Grand Ball. It would have been easier if they said what they wanted.
This is true, but that's life.
Orlesian nobles see politics as a great competition.
Yes, but none of them ever win.
I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Okay. Oh,
Thank you.
wait, what happened to the guy staying creepily in the corner? There was a guy staying creepily in the corner over here before. No, he's not. Which fits with his position of being the creepy guy in the corner. What? That was weird.
I imagine your forces will be heading into the Arbor Wilds very soon, Inquisitor. Trust me when I say that wherever the Illuvian is hidden, it is worth any effort to prevent Corypheus from acquiring it.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Of course.
Yep.
Maker's breath. I didn't hear you enter.
Today is not my day for entering doors.
Forgive me.
I've now learned to knock.
So long as you weren't aiming at me, I'm sure the box had it coming.
I swear, I didn't know you were...
That was good.
I never meant for this to interfere.
believe you.
But whatever good it does, promises me nothing if I cannot keep them.
Yeah.
Did you know Ferelden's circle was taken over by abominations? I was there. The Templars, my friends, were slaughtered. I was tortured. They tried to break my mind, and I... How can you be the same person after that? Still, I wanted to serve. They sent me to Kirkwall. I trusted my Knight Commander, and for what? Her fear of mages ended in madness. Kirkwall's circle fell. Innocent people died in the streets. Can't you see why I want nothing to do with that life?
Yeah.
Of course I can.
Don't. You should be questioning what I've done. I thought this would be better. That I would regain some control over my life, but these thoughts won't leave me. How many lives depend on our success? I swore myself to this cause. I will not give less to the Inquisition than I did to Chantry. I should be taking it. I should be taking it.
Like, glad I'm not wooden furniture.
You
I
give
don't know. I
enough,
feel
Captain.
like
I'm
not
asking
taking
you for
it's the
more.
better option.
Inquisition can be your chance to start over. If you want it to be.
I don't know if that's possible.
It is.
All right.
All right. I think that's a good. I mean, it shouldn't be that simple.
Could we
Just
speak
saying to
another
someone,
time?
"Yo, stop your addiction." Like it's not. This is not how that works. It really isn't.
Will you not consider it, Lady Cassandra? The clerics are still sequestered. If no one steps forward, they will debate until...
And you think I could make them agree? I've heard enough for one day, Mother Giselle.
Talk to her, your worship.
I mean, that was my plan. That's generally what I do when I walk into rooms at Skyhold.
Is there a problem? It seems like she's bothering you.
Mother Giselle is kind, and she means well. So, yes, she was. I assume you've heard that Leliana and I are both candidates to be the next Divine. Because of what happened at Halam Shiral, of course, the Empire favors you. Thus, everyone close to you. So now the Chantry bandies our names about without even asking us first.
How can you and Leliana be candidates? You're not even priests.
It's not without precedent. Amar III was sister to the Emperor, and Galatea a commoner. Leliana and I were, at least, part of the Chantry hierarchy. It would be accepted.
If you don't want it, then tell them so.
Ooh, she's conflicted.
Surely it was
Maybe she
never
wants
meant
it.
to be like this. The Chantry, the Circle of Magi, the Templars. This cannot be what they intended when it all began.
Well, no, but
The Chantry should
that's
provide
plans,
faith,
am I right?
hope. Instead, it cannot veer from its course, even in the face of certain death.
If you're concerned, then make it better.
Did you know Varric is Andrastian? Oh, he blasphemes with every second breath, but deep down he believes. His heart is virtuous. But he would never step foot in a chantry. It should be the first place to which the virtuous turn. It needs to change. Perhaps I must be the one to change it.
Huh. I like that perspective, kind of acknowledging that someone that holds to what a religion should be avoids what a religion does present, and her looking at it from that perspective.
I have influence, and I can use it to help the Chantry make up its mind.
I cannot ask you to do that.
You don't have to.
If you think that is the right thing to do, then thank you. I suppose I should not be so concerned. The clerics speak my name for now, nothing more. For now, restoring order and stopping Corypheus remain our priority.
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company.
All right.
When I was a boy, there were these urchins who roamed the streets near my father's house. One day, they found a dog. A wretched little thing. It came to them for food. They caught it, tied a rope around its neck, and strung it up. Do you know what I did?
Not the fireside tale I was expecting, Blackwall.
Just listen.
Yep. I'm no questioning my
I
drinking
did
buddies.
nothing. Not a damn thing. It was crying. I saw the kicking legs, the neck straining and twisting. And I turned around, went inside, and closed the door. I could have told my father, or alerted someone. I didn't. I just pretended it wasn't happening.
Okay, ranking all companions in this game on drinking buddies. You just reached the bottom of the list, and that says a lot because Sarah exists.
You said you were just a boy.
I was old enough to know the dog was suffering and that it was wrong. I may as well have tied the noose myself. We could make the world better. It's just easier to shut our eyes.
See, there's a lesson you got from it. You know, maybe you needed to open up about it. But the awkward silence just before this was...
When we first met, you were saving peasants from demons and outlaws. You're not a man who shuts his eyes. A little insane, maybe?
Of course you'd make light of it. You make saving the world look easy. The rest of us can only dream of matching what you've done. Don't you see? It's not just about what happened back then. There's always some dog out there. Some fucking mongrel that doesn't know how to stay away.
Well, don't blame it. That was victim shaming, was it not? Saying the dog should have known not to get near his dad's trap? Oh. Dude, you like cleared out like the entire tavern. That's a bad, like no one wanted to drink with you. That sucks. Do you have a... It's a beautiful song. But do you have something less melancholy? What happened to... Is that how bad the drinking went? Or do I need to go talk to him again?
Worship.
Did I accidentally ask him to leave the Inquisition? Or is that like he's out on a quest now until the story beat happens. Because that... I'm pretty sure what I said was I was encouraging him for doing the right thing.
So you're a candidate for Divine now?
So I am informed.
Is that something you actually want?
Why should what I want matter?
Why shouldn't it matter? Don't you have the right to be happy?
It is very simple. The Chantry needs to survive. To do that, it must change. I have never believed in asking another to do what you are unwilling to do yourself. So I look upon this as an opportunity. I owe it to myself and all of Thedas to seek the Sunburst throne.
I think you'd make an excellent choice.
Thank you. Let's hope the Chantry clerics agree.
That's enough for now.
I agree.
Another time, then.
Wardens, Inquisitor, a title hard to rhyme. A challenge for another day, I think. Forgive me my distractions, Eminence. I'm overwhelmed by you and what you've done. My name is Meriden, a humble bard.
Yeah, quite humble. I love how there's the option for me to question if she's a bard while she's been singing this whole time.
What do you bring to the Inquisition?
A simple thing that you know well. The power of a muse to rally hearts and minds. Inquisitor, I want to spread the word of what you've done. A small but vital role. Perhaps I'll also make a coin or two.
Okay.
Are you a bard
Dude, need
like
to send
those
you to
of
do that.
Orlais?
Oh, heavens no. I'm a minstrel first. My weapon is a cutting tongue, not blades. I hope my skills will help in some small way, if only I can give your deeds their due.
Carry on then.
Oh, I will do my best, Inquisitor.
All right then.
There is an issue that you should address. I think it's worth your time, Inquisitor.
All right. Well, at least I finally found out what the exclamation mark was there for. That's nice.
I assume you were properly impressed by Halam Shiral. It is rare to be welcomed in the halls of power.
A golden shitter. Their servants come down the streets to drink the abuse away. You can have it.
Oh, I will. And I'll be sure to entertain your requests for orphan salve or whatever you're championing on the day.
You all think no one can touch you, but I say a kind word to a butler, and I'm in your vault, because he hates you.
And I'll fill it just to watch you scurry from the gutter, again and again and again. Big vault, little elf.
Yes, well, everyone says you're fat.
I regret putting the two of them together in the party. That I really should have seen that as a recipe for disaster. Yeah.
Hey, Cassandra, were those really all your names, or were you having them on?
Having who on?
At the Winter Palace. Were you having them on, or are you really Cassandra, Allergy, Porter, Philimagig, Pentagast?
I really am. My family is as pretentious as it is large.
How do you remember them all?
I have them stitched into all my clothes.
No way that fits across your breeches.
Okay, that worked. That was funny. I mean, what do you mean, how do you remember it, though? It's your name. Of course you remember it. Same way you remember, like, the names of, like, all your, like, siblings or cousins, or the names of, like, it's a part of you, so you remember it. It's a weird question to ask, how you remember your own name.
I can't make heads or tails of this. Age regression. Who is this potion for?
What can I do for you, my dear? Is it too much to hope that you've brought me the heart of the snowy wyvern?
You were there when I fought it, so...
If you want the wyvern's heart, you'll tell me what you're using it for.
I can do better, darling. Give me the heart, and I'll show you what it's for. Will that
no.
suffice?
No answers, no heart.
I see. Very well. I shall find some other way to procure what I need. Good day, Inquisitor.
What?
Yes?
Wow. Okay, so I did all that for nothing. Kind of, sort of. Because she's too stubborn to actually... Well...
I found something about Red Crossing in Danan Hanin.
You explored Danan Hanin? Remarkable. So many have tried and failed. If you went to the Emerald Graves, did you see Tavin and the others?
They were killed. I'm sorry.
I am too. Sorry, but not surprised. Thank you for bringing this to me. It is part of our tale and will be cherished. Dareth Shiral, Dalen.
I don't believe it. You convinced the Keeper. He said I can join the Inquisition if I wish.
Keeper Howen has given you permission to join the Inquisition.
Nice.
He has.
Recruit?
I'll report to your camp in the south if that's all right.
Carry on, Agent.
Cool. Sweet.
Cyril Mornay, for your crimes
This is
against the
interesting.
Empire of Orlais. For the murders of General Vincent Callier, Lady Laurette Callier, their 4 children, and their retainers. You are sentenced to be hanged from the neck until dead. Do you have anything to say in your defense? Very well.
Does Blackwall want to recruit this man?
Look at all these people. I thought we were more civilized than this.
Poor bastard. So, where's food? Orlesians always stock these things.
Ugh.
Yeah, let's
Proceed.
recruit him if possible.
Stop!
Oh, is that why he wasn't
Grey
available?
Warden.
This man is innocent of the crimes laid before him. Orders were given, and he followed them like any good
I
soldier.
thought he left.
He
He's
should
back.
not die for that mistake.
Then find me the man who gave the order.
Blackwall! No, I am not Blackwall. I never was Blackwall. Warden Blackwall is dead, and has been for years. I assumed his name to hide like a coward from who I really am.
You, after all this time.
It's over. I'm done hiding. I gave the order. The crime is mine. I am Tom Rainier.
I'm sure that'd mean something if I knew that name. Well, now I feel really bad about selling that shield I could have given to him. Boy, imagine if I hadn't come here for random shopping to upgrade my
I
gear.
don't have a concern about this, Corypheus or what have you.
Welcome.
The right hand will be divided.
A hard one, Sheik.
So is that what happened? Did I encourage him to go and take the blame for this guy? I guess that's good. Don't mind me, just grabbing some random coins from... Oh, Amulet Power. Is that for Blackwall? Well, I can't call you by name. I don't know it anymore.
I traded his death. He wanted me for the Wardens, but there was an ambush. Darkspawn. He was killed. I took his name to stop the world from losing a good man. But a good man, the man he was, wouldn't have let another die in his place.
You saved that man. That took courage.
Courage? I killed innocent people. Destroyed Mornay's life and the lives of others like him. One moment of courage will not make up for that. Why are you here?
That depends on what you say.
Don't you understand? I gave the order to kill Lord Callier, his entourage, and I lied to my men about what they were doing. When it came to light, I ran. Those men, my men, paid for my treason, while I was pretending to be a better man.
Oh, that's
This
deep.
is what I am. A murderer, a traitor, a monster.
I know you're more than what you say. Have some faith in yourself.
Oh. Time to arrange some discuss with Cullen.
I have
Oh,
Liliana's
he's right here.
report on Tom Rainier.
Give me the overview.
Looks like our friend was once a respected captain in the Imperial Orlesian army. Before the Civil War, he was turned, persuaded to assassinate one of Celine's biggest supporters. He led a group of fiercely loyal men on this mission, and told them nothing of it. His men took the fall for him. A few lucky ones, like Mornay, managed to escape.
Well, I mean, it's everything he just said.
This is helpful, or at least educational.
Don't blame yourself. We all made this mistake. What do we do now? Rainier has accepted his fate, but you don't have to. We have resources. If he's released to us, you may pass judgment on him yourself.
This is gonna send me to the war table.
If it were up to you, what would happen?
What he did to the men under his command was unacceptable. He betrayed their trust, betrayed ours. I despise him for it. And yet he fought as a warden, joined the Inquisition, gave his blood for our cause. And the moment he shakes off his past, he turns around and owns up to it. Why?
He wanted to change. To prove that he'd really left his past behind, he had to face up to it.
Saving Mornay the way he did took courage, I'll give him that. But I can't tell you what to do.
Have Rainier released to us.
We must move quickly. We can explore our options back at Skyhold.
Yeah, it's gonna be a thing at the war table. War table's such a weird mechanic. They're just like, hey, let's put this system on a timer. Real world timer at that. Wait, now they're making him one of the people that I judge? What if I didn't realize that I could bring him here and judge him here? And then I would just let him be judged there. Oh. But you've kind of weird already went to the effort to rescue him. Of course I'm going to free him.
For judgment this day, Inquisitor, I must present Captain Tom Rainier,
formerly known to us as Warden Blackwall. His crimes... well, you are aware of his crimes. The decision of what to do with him is yours.
I mean, I kind of redeemed most of the people, or at least used most of the people to, like, let them do something good.
I didn't think this would be easy, but it's harder than I thought.
Another thing to regret. Using your ties to the underworld to free me. You're a criminal, same as me. The world will learn how you've used your influence. They'll know the Inquisition is corrupt.
Once the world is back to normal, no one will even remember this.
I'll remember. I accepted my punishment. I was ready for all this to end. Why would you stop it? What becomes of me now?
You have your freedom.
It cannot be as simple as that.
It isn't. You're free to atone as the man you are, not the traitor you thought you were, or the warden you pretended to be.
The man I am. I barely know him. But I have a lot to make up for. If my future is mine, then I pledge it to the Inquisition. My sword
Good. I was worried after the other one to keep him.
If I'd said anything less, would an arrow from the rookery have snuffed me like a candle?
Take your post, Tom Rainier.
Man, that's intense. That's probably one of the more interesting character arcs for sure.
Inquisitor?
How shall I refer to you? Rainier or Blackwall?
I've gotten used to Blackwall. Perhaps we could treat it as less of a name and more of a title. Almost like Inquisitor. Reminds me of what I ought to be.
Everyone needs something to aspire to.
Exactly. I'm glad you understand.
Well, that's one way to avoid
Nothing right
renaming
now.
everything in
Perhaps in
the
a bit.
menu system.
Inquisitor, I'm afraid untangling my engagement to Lord Otranto will take some time.
Is there anything I can do?
He is Antivan. The only acceptable thing to do would be to challenge him to a duel for my favor.
I've seen this episode of Firefly.
I don't want to kill the man, but if fighting him to a standstill works, so be it.
What? No, Inquisitor, please. That was said in jest.
Well,
the traditional form of dueling among Antivan nobles isn't usually fatal, but there's always a chance of harm. I hardly wish to see you skewered on a sword point for the sake of my honor.
Okay, so we're not reenacting that episode of Firefly.
A message from Divine Justinia.
Wait, what?
That's a shock. You all right reading it?
Thank you for the concern, Inquisitor. But I am.
How'd
This
you
message
get
was
it?
written months, perhaps even years ago, to be delivered to me if she died. I've heard of such contingency plans. A sudden death often leaves loose ends. I'm to go to Valence, a small village on the waking sea. There is something hidden there.
I'll help.
All right,
whatever
let's
way
find
I
out.
can.
Wonderful. I was hoping you would agree to come with me to Valence. One more thing. If what is hidden in Valence is as valuable as I think,
We're not going to be the only ones looking for it. I shall meet you at the Chantry in Valence. Try not to delay.
But you didn't know it was there until you received this letter that was given to you in case the Divine died. So was that letter sent to other people, or did they just happen to also find out about it at the same time? By circumstances. Or is this something that people have been trying to get for a long time, but you get insider knowledge because you knew her? I don't know. I'm probably overthinking this. Nice view. I mean, it's been the view from this place the entire time, but, you know.
I wanted to thank you. When you came to see me, if there's anything... This sounded much better in my head.
Yep.
I trust you're feeling better?
Yes.
Is it always that bad?
The pain comes and goes. Sometimes I feel as if I'm back there. I should not have pushed myself so far that day.
I'm just glad you're all right.
I am. I've never told anyone what truly happened to me at Ferelden's Circle. I was... not myself after that. I was angry. For years, that anger blinded me. I'm not proud of the man that made me. Now I can put some distance between myself and everything that happened. It's a start.
You're a better person than you give yourself credit for.
I appreciate the thought, but I know who I am. Anyway, I meant to thank you, not trouble you further. You've enough to worry about. How are you holding up?
Honestly, I'm terrified. So many people depend on us, on me. Corypheus is still out there.
We've made great strides. Do not doubt yourself, or the Inquisition just yet. If there's anything I can do, you have only to ask.
See, before what I said about how, like, it's not that simple guy calling it over his addiction and all that, this made up for that. This felt more real in that sense, and I appreciate it greatly. Oof.
Inquisitor, come have a drink.
Better drinking buddy.
To
Maybe
killing a
Eric's
high
my favorite
dragon like
drinking buddy?
warriors of legend.
Oh yeah, by the way, I killed a dragon off screen. I finally did it. It took a while because this is nightmare mode. Let's drink.
I know, right? Put some chest on your chest. That little gurgle right before it
I'm gonna
spat
use
fire.
that.
And that roar. What I wouldn't
That's
give to
funny.
roar like that. The way the ground shook when it landed. The smell of the fires burning. Tarsidathan Halsam. You know, Kunari hold dragons sacred. Well, as much as we hold anything sacred. Here, your turn.
That thing you just said, you shouted it during the fight, too. What does it mean?
Oh, Tarsidathan Halsam. Closest translation would be, I will bring myself sexual pleasure later, while thinking about this with great respect.
You shouted that while it was breathing fire at us.
I know, right?
This guy's Deadpool. He's Deadpool. Yeah, I'm concerned with what that drink might be.
Yes, the second cup's easier. Most of the nerves in your throat are dead after the first one. Atashi, the glorious ones. That's our word for them. Atashi.
Why do you think the Kunari think of dragons that way?
Well, you know how we have horns. We kind of look more dragony than most people. Maybe it's that. But a few of the Ben Hasrath have this crazy old theory. See, the Tamasrans control who we mate with. They breed us for jobs like you'd breed dogs or horses. What if they mixed in some dragon a long time ago? Maybe drinking the blood, maybe magic, I don't know. But something in that dragon we killed spoke to me.
When you put it like that, I'm worried I killed one of your gods or something.
Yep, that was the
one of
proper
Tevinter's
response.
gods, maybe.
I
They
didn't
wasn't
look at the
dragons,
other
right?
options.
Kill the shit out of them all you like. Dragons are the embodiment of raw power. But it's all uncontrolled. Savage. So, they need to be destroyed. Taming the wild. Order out of chaos. Have another drink. Nice. To dragons.
I kind of want to say the bad drinks, but
baddest
this
things
is
in
good.
the world and showing them that we're badder.
Anan.
That's nice. He's a much better drinker, but I know the thing with Blackwell turned out okay in the end. But that was still an awkward. He was still an awkward drinking buddy.
Is this silk? My mother told me a story about silk once. I think I'm gonna cry.
Don't. It looks so good on you. You too, Voth. I can't
Where did we
wait
get
for
the
the next
silk?
job. Inquisitor.
Your
This gear is the
mom
best.
told you a story about
I never
silk?
thought. Well, we'll be worth it. I swear.
Oh, did I like get gear for
She looked through me.
the crew through an operation or something? Is that what happened? Still no creepy guy in the corner, but yeah, you know. Oh yeah, I forgot to go check on if Sarah has anything to say about the dragon. It is pretty neat that they take the boss fights like that and those types of events and turn those into conversation companions. Companion conversations, I meant. I can English.
Great, yeah?
Maybe I shouldn't have taken the third drink with Iron Bull. Oh, yeah.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
See, it's kind of weird that some companions have that dialogue set up where it's like, tell me about yourself. Tell me about this background thing. Leave, please. Like, it makes those companions feel different than the others. And I don't like that. Yo, Cassie, you want to talk about the dragon?
I trust all is well.
Nope.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Actually, I should have gone for who's the most treasure hunty, not who's the most stealthy, but oh well. I picked the stealthiest members of the crew. But it's some... Oh! I must have not been listening when she said where she was supposed to go. But she's supposed... Right, she's supposed to get something by Divine's order. Her dying wish. Oh, this is where... Okay.
It's peaceful here. You must have good memories of this place.
It was a place of comfort. It is good to see it still untouched by Corypheus.
Uh-oh, is Corypheus about to jump
Is
in?
that you? Sister Natalie?
Something's gonna
What
happen
are you
here.
doing here? I thought you were in Val Rayo.
No, I've been here since Justinia died. This place makes me feel like she's still with us.
Inquisitor, this is Natalie, a trusted friend.
Wait, Inquisitor? You brought the Inquisitor here? My lord, forgive me for not recognizing you earlier.
You'll pay penance for that, not me. Nope.
I wish more people would fail to recognize me.
Oh,
Yep. That's my
I
main
see.
character trait for this
Natalie,
guy.
listen.
Hates
There is something
fame,
hidden here.
hates responsibility.
Something just
He's the
left for
Inquisitor.
me.
Oh, really? What is it?
I don't know, but we'll find it. I'm curious to see what brought us all here. Justinia's letter came with instructions for me. They were a little cryptic. Always remember that faith sprung from a barren branch. That light has no fear of darkness. Above all, that strength lives in an open heart.
She must be hinting at something in here. Let's look around.
Yeah.
I was in the cloister in Lothar.
Just keep in mind. If you struggle with the clues, keep in mind, Jehovah begins with an I. Okay, it's not as straightforward as you think. There's a hidden mechanism.
Do they still sing verses from the benedictions every Friday? That canticle was Justinia's favorite.
Yes, of course. We'd never give up the traditions of our most beloved divine.
That is lovely to hear. I stare up at the breach sometimes. It's terrifying, but beautiful in its way. Have you seen
Also, I brought a crew with me. None of them are here.
Like 1,000 suns, like a broken mirror.
Yes, spectacular, isn't it?
I like how she gave the clues, but all we need to do is just follow where the icon sends us.
Looks like we opened
Hey. The fact that it opened to a second painting was so extra.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Good old Leliana was playing you the whole time. Didn't you realize?
They never sing the benedictions here on Fridays, Natalie. Something so simple. And you got it so wrong. I wanted to
I feel
believe
like that would have
you were
been
mine
under,
from the
like,
start. Keep that
like
pretty mouth
everyone
shut if you
knows
must,
that,
dear.
like,
You've already told me everything I need to
Protestants
know.
and Catholics meet
The
on
prickle with
Sunday,
burrs on
Jews
your
and
hand,
Jehovah's Witnesses meet on
talking about the sun
Saturday. Like,
rising
that's
through
just,
the
that's a
breach.
thing.
It all points to a single place. Morel in the Dales, Grand Cleric Victoire's bastion.
Oh, but that's a good
She
detail to
sensed
catch
it,
that.
didn't she? Victoire was always an opportunist.
That based on her saying that, you figured out what location she was in? That's smart. I take back the clue being bad.
Good work. We know the name of our enemy. That's half the battle won.
Exactly.
Kill me then. I am not afraid to die for my beliefs. At least I still know what I believe.
I mean, I want to be good, but like I'm an RPG hero, so like I'm not against killing, but named characters I don't kill, NPCs I do kill. But if I want, fine.
This has to be done.
It doesn't have the little note. Usually there's the note that's like, this will make the Inquisition bitter, or this will make them leave, or this will make Cole less human. Here it, no, doesn't. Did not expect that timing. That got me.
No! This can't be it. There's nothing here.
Maybe you should check that before killing the other person in the room. No, I kind of questioned the decision. Well, actually, it was my decision. You know what?
Well, this was a waste of time.
I wish I could say this was more than an empty box. There's a message carved in the lid. The left hand should lay down her burden. She's releasing me. The divine has a long reach. but it is always her left hand that stretches out. 1,000 lies, 1,000 deaths. Her commands, but my conscience that bore the consequences.
Then you have to let it go. Let her go. You don't owe her anything anymore.
This? Now? After everything you've said and done? And my poor dear Natalie. I called her sister once, but I couldn't risk leaving her alive. Don't tell me to let it all go after all I've sacrificed to get here.
Maybe she should be the new Divine. I'm still kind of leaning towards Cassie a little
Justinia
bit.
tried to save me, but all it's done is made me realize I don't need saving. There is work to be done. I'll see you back at Skyhold.
That was cool. Short, sweet, to the point. Interesting points. Again, every character has a side story where they kill somebody, but like so far, this one, even though it ended up being for nothing because it was just an empty Tongue of Serpent's dagger. Cool. But like, yeah, it's if only we had known the box was empty, that she wasn't as big of a threat. There was more issues going on. It was a poor decision to kill her, but with the information we had at the time, it made sense. That was not the case with Sarah. Not at all in the slightest.
Grand Cleric Vitois is scrambling after the loss of her ancient.
Good. Her support base is in Morale. Tear it down. Grand Cleric Victoire wishes to make an enemy of the Inquisition. I'll give her what she wants. Doesn't Victoire have a young cousin?
Is this your villain arc? I think she started a villain arc.
Yes, mistress. I believe that is so.
Good. Have him collected. He shall be an honored guest, and make sure the Grand Cleric hears about it.
At your command.
Is this because I had her kill her friend? She's gone full evil villain arc?
Is everything under control?
Perfect. The Grand Cleric and others like her will fall in line soon enough. You see, when I'm ruthless, it gets us where we need to be. It's something to be proud of. Why fix it? How funny that her regret is what finally puts my own to rest. I chose to become her left hand, knowing what it meant. It was my weakness that stopped me from fully committing to my task.
You have a good heart. It's not a weakness.
You're too kind, Inquisitor. Call it what it is. The Inquisition needs me just as the Divine did, to do what no one else dares. Death and deception
I mean,
are
that
my
part
trade.
is true and
It is
fair.
what I
It's
am.
just...
It is what I always will be. I didn't get the chance to say so earlier, but welcome back to Skyhold. After that terrible journey through the Fade, it must feel good to stand on solid ground again, no?
I'm
Oh
thankful
yeah,
to be
this one
back.
a while ago.
No one should enter the Fade.
And you've done it twice now. Shall I count you fortunate or unfortunate?
I'll leave you to your work.
Still undetermined.
I'm told you gave the Grey Wardens another chance, Inquisitor. Would I have done the same, I wonder? Forgiveness can be difficult. I hope the Order values what you've done and gives you no reason to regret it.
I'll leave you to it.
Alright, everybody. Well, I'm going to get the episode here. It's been more just picking up all the side stuff. I think I have a little bit more side stuff left to go with Julian and her fiance and me really wanting to reenact the one episode of Firefly, but that's probably not going to happen since she said it's not that kind of a duel. Either way, I aim to misbehave. I'll see you guys next... Am I... totally turned around? Oh, here we go. Again. Iron Bull's a bad influence on me. Okay, I'll see you guys next week. Bye!